If you ever thought of discovering Macedonia in a different way, to see its face or see through the country's soul, it is time to visit the northeastern region. Stop for a moment, think. Take a deep breath and face the stories and the legends about this region. See the stars up close. Meet the ancient spirit, the mystique and the heroism of the people who live here, and sample the taste of the region. Here, the present is only a bridge that bonds the past and the future. Stop for a moment and look around you. Come to the northeast of Macedonia. You have at least 5 reasons to do that. The northeastern region of the Republic of Macedonia comprises of 6 municipalities: Lipkovo, Kumanovo, Starona Goričane, Kratovo, Rankovci and Kriva Palanka, and it's spread along the borders with Kosovo, Serbia and Bulgaria. Here the population is composed of people from all ethnicities, religions and cultures: Macedonians, Albanians, Serbs, Roma, Turks and members of other ethnicities that make the spiritual and cultural coloring of this region. Their mutual coexistence for many centuries builds the specific spirit of the people from this region, unique by its proud attitude about the place where they belong and investing in its future with a true dedication. They will help you hear, understand and feel the story about the history of the region narrated by different cultures, the story of the present and the future. Since the first encounter with the northeast of Macedonia, you will meet something unknown and rarely seen in the other regions of the Republic of Macedonia. The cultural historical localities witness about the many cultures and civilizations that stepped on this land and left their own mark. The oldest localities and artifacts show that there was life in this region that developed in continuity for a period of at least 5,000 years. The cultures and the empires of the Peonies, the Illyrians and the Thracians, the antique Macedonians, the Slovenians and others also crossed and left their own mark here. All of them contributed to the creation of a specific culture and values that are now an inseparable part of the cultural life of the people in this region. The northeastern region is the home of Petar Karpoš, the leader of the great national rebellion against the Ottoman authority in 1689. In the history well known as the Karpoš Uprising. The cities in this region began the anti-fascist battle on the territory of what is today the Republic of Macedonia. Kumanovo and Prilep started this battle in 1941 that resulted with the formation of an independent Macedonian state. The memorial center Asnom in the village of Pelince witnesses about the period of the foundation of the contemporary Macedonian state. Churches, monasteries, mosques, old bazaars, town architecture. All of that makes the region unique by its value, by its abundance with cultural heritage, and gives it a unique advantage before the others, because of its location, road connections, and the proximity with the borders of the other states. The visit of Lipkova will send you back in history, in the antique, in a period when this territory was colonized by the Illyrian tribe called Dardanians. Each part has a story that you can discover by yourself with the help of the inhabitants of this region. The monastery of St. Mary in the village of Matece is one of the most representative medieval monuments on Macedonian territory, built in the 14th century. This church is considered to be one of the most noble Byzantine monuments in the Balkan region, a masterpiece of the late antique monumental art. Don't miss visiting the old Dervish Lodge in the village of Matece and also several mosques nearby, which will enrich your spirit with mystique. The archaeological sites around Kumanovo and the artifacts found on those sites show us that on this territory there was life since before Christ. All that witnesses for the presence of many cultures and civilizations that lived on this ground. In the center of the city, there is the Eski Mosque, the oldest preserved object of cultural historical importance in Kumanovo. Raised in 1532 by Tatar Sinan Bey, it is glowing with its architectural beauty. The church St. Nicholas, also known as Old Church, was built in 1851, and it's a masterpiece of the famous Macedonian architect from the 19th century, Andrei Damianov. It will give you a different experience of the city. There are a large number of professional cultural institutions in Komanovo, and also many cultural manifestations are being held that will surely grab your attention. One of the most beautiful churches in the Republic of Macedonia is situated here, in the municipality of Staro Nagoričane. The church St. Georgi was raised in the 11th century and is renovated in its present form in 1313. The icon painting in this church, which is priceless, is painted by Michael and Eftichi, icon painters that precisely here crafted their best art. Because of its architecture and the impressive icon paintings, the church St. Georgi is included in the world anthologies of Byzantine icon painting. In the heart of the northeastern region lays the municipality of Rankovce. While taking the road to any of the villages in the municipality, you will meet beautiful, old and preserved churches that date from different time periods. The medieval church dedicated to St. Nicholas in the village of Psacha will attract and invite you to enter. The radiant icon painting with enormous energy is one of the most beautiful icon painting achievements of the Macedonian medieval painting. Municipality of Kratovo. The old town architecture of Kratovo will captivate you at first sight. The architects of Kratovo have an authentic way of showing the practical and the aesthetical with connecting it to the tradition of this town. The distinctive towers would leave the biggest impression on you. The medieval towers were 13 in the past, and nowadays there are only 6. They witness the life of the town in the Middle Ages and represent a significant cultural and historical landmark of the past. These towers are connected with well-preserved underground halls, which are unique in Macedonia. Kratovo is also well known by its old bridges that captivate you with their unique architectural expression. On the bridges like Čaršitski, Grovčanski, Jokčiski, Argulički or Radin, for a moment you will experience a part of the stories and the legends about these bridges. The far known by its beauty, Ajdučki Bazaar is abundant in old crafts. Kriva Palanka is the eastern gate of the Republic of Macedonia. It had and preserved significant cultural historical heritage, which tells many stories about the past. The monastery of St. Joachim Osogovsky is not only the town's landmark, but also a symbol of Macedonia. St. Joachim Osogovsky was built in 1848 by Andrei Damianov, the most famous architect on the Balkan at the time. The interior and the porches of the church are icon painted by 4 of the most significant Macedonian icon painters from the 19th century: Dimitri Andonov Papradishki, Miron Iliev, Avram Dichov, and Grigorie Petrovic. The old bazaar will take you to a different time. Here you will see the distinctive architecture of the town houses, with balconies and porches, with high windows and stores in the lower part. The northeastern mountain region is a gift to the visitors through the high and massive mountains, gentle and fertile valleys, and hilly regions that captivate you with its beautiful passages. The region is filled with rich forests in which one can find many places for relaxation and rest. Rivers and artificial lakes. Enjoy or try luck as a fisherman, conquer the mountain bridge paths, or take pleasure in the nature, meeting the beauties of the living and authentic world of the region. In Lipkovo, feel free to visit the 2 of the artificial lakes, Lipkovo and Glashnya. They will offer you a wonderful possibility for a recreational fishing. You will find the sources of quality mineral and thermomineral water in the bath of Kumanovo. The mountain of German in the municipality of Rankovce is abundant with plants of every kind. Feel free to climb to the top and feel their scent. Besides Kriva Palanka, you can also find peace in the untouched nature of Karen Stone. And if you are ready for a true mountain adventure, feel free to climb the highest top of the Osogolo Mountains, Ruin. The Northeast also disposes of an impressive number of natural rarities with significant relief form. Among them, there are also some that have world value and meaning. The megalithic observatory in Kokino is among the most valuable old observatories in the world. It is situated near the village of Staronagoričane, located on the archaeological site Tatikius Stone. Exactly here, you will see the markers about the characteristic risings of the sun and the moon. They have helped the prehistoric people to make a calendar with a 19-year cycle. That is a major civilization achievement. The locality Kostopers Rock, with its underground rooms and halls that existed many millenniums ago, will leave a great impression and unforgettable memories. The region of Kratovo will discover you the natural rarity called stone dolls, also known as kuklici. Their drama and ambient position creates a unique feeling that can't be described. On this place, the sunrise is a true experience for every visitor. You cannot leave the northeast of Macedonia feeling hungry. The aromas of the traditional dishes will follow you from every house and every restaurant or tavern on this region. Кумановскиот мезалък, суджук, пифтии, жолто биено сирење, баклавите, пачата, паланички и кратовски компир, пастермајлии, флија, граф со пастрма, сарамсаклии, печења, припеќ, ранковечка мучкалица, риба, паланички симит, тавче гравче, мантии, армци, кисели чорби, and many other dishes. You cannot depart without trying these tasty traditional dishes prepared from local products. Feel free to have a glass of Macedonian rakia or schnapps, or homemade wine, and enjoy the sounds of the traditional songs and folklore music, which is one of the most beautiful in Macedonia. Do not hesitate. Take this adventure. Enrich your experience through meeting with the untouched nature, the mystique and the spirit of the northeast of Macedonia. Feel free to discover the undiscovered Macedonia here. Open this gate and walk where the millenniums, the sun and the stars meet in one place.